Jonathan Majors. Again, whatever he did, he should have
That's
accountability.
the scariest part about all of it, is that the public could not care about a domestic violence incident against women.
Right. Exactly. And that's actually the problem. Like, he should be held accountable. He should.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So, Jonathan Majors was convicted for harassing and assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, in 2023. As he came out of that controversy, Rolling Stone recently shared an audio recording alleging that the actor admitted he physically assaulted his ex-girlfriend. However, amid all this, Jonathan Majors announced that he tied the knot with his current fiancée, Megan Good, and is now in a happy place. For those who are unaware, after Jonathan Majors was convicted of his crimes, Jabari dropped the charges following a settlement with the actor. Apparently, before asking Megan Good to marry him, he had to ask her father, that gave him the green signal to further proceed with the marriage proposal.
Did he aggress?
Yo.
The aggressed leaked call.
Where he was
Is it real? Is it not?
That's
Rolling Stone put this out. Hey, I'm still going to see that movie next week.
Magazine Dreams?
Yeah.
Rolling Stone is usually pretty credible with vetting sources. That's what I'll say. And there's the audio. Usually. And I have no, I don't know I don't have any reason to think it's not real. But, who knows? They released it and he's on audio acknowledging that he aggressed. That's the language he used, his former girlfriend. And she said, and she named like 3 things he did, like you grabbed me, you choked me, it's like all these things, and he was like, that was all covered under aggress. Which is a little bit of a snarky take when you're apologizing for being violent to somebody. And for a lot of people, that was not a smoking gun, but confirmation of what he'd been accused of, and a lot of people have been running for him saying he didn't do anything, he's innocent, he's being framed. And he sort of understated what he did, and this audio kind of changes that. The timing of it is interesting to me.
That's what I'm saying.
The why of it is
because of the movie that he's kind of and his career is kind of being revived.
Yeah, right. So I wonder if somebody said, "Look, I have this trump card, and I'm going to wait until he's revived again to do it." Because if you dump that all at once, he can then recover from it.
I agree with you. Who's rumored to have? It's anonymously just put out there?
That part I don't know. I didn't see a source or like an allegation of a source, so I don't know. But I'm genuinely curious about the timing of it. But regardless of the timing of it, if he did it, people have a right to play that card whenever they want. So I'm not defending it, but it is interesting to think about the strategic nature of maybe the release. There's some people in Hollywood who don't want Jonathan Majors to win, whether you agree with him or not.
That's true.
It's been very clear, and I've heard this on camera, and I've heard this behind the scenes. There are people who feel very strongly about him, honestly, in ways that they don't about other actors or producers who have done similar things or worse things. So I'm curious to know the why of that as well.
Black.
And I don't think it's just him being black. I mean, that's part of it, but I know even black people who have been able to recover from it.
Do you think that it's part of the rumor that he was extraordinarily difficult to work with? Like that was a pervasive rumor. But I'm always, kind of like skeptical about that, difficulty to work with kind of thing, because there's other factors that play into it as to why somebody might want to carry on with that narrative.
And I've seen both. I've seen people who just walk with dignity and have like a commitment to what they want,
and people process that as audacity.
Right. Yeah. But I've also worked with assholes. I mean, I could tell you. I mean, just a good example is VH1. Yeah. Worked with nobody appears like that. Honestly, I mean, most everybody here is great. And those who aren't, God is still working on them. It's really like, I was thinking about like VH1, where like when I would work, particularly on certain like reality shows where I could see a lot of the cast was dope, and some people who on camera were called hard to work with. Behind the scenes, they really were hard to work with. You can always tell by who the camera people fuck with.
True.
Like when the camera people be like, yo, fuck him.
Yeah,
they get the worst angle.
That's always a very good. I always believe them, because that's who will get the brunt of the bad behavior. And so I don't know if Jonathan Majors is good to work with, easy to work with, or hard to work with. But that narrative is probably connected to somebody feeling strongly about him, and that could play into this. So I don't know, but I do know that this timing isn't good for Jonathan Majors.
But I mean, like, we went through the entire trial process, and he was found guilty, like on a couple of the charges. So like related to being the aggressor. So it's kind of like, well, what?
It's all about reminding the public of why they shouldn't like you.
Yeah, well, then
so that you don't get the full
then the
redemption.
timing is suspicious based on the fact that this movie, Machine Dreams, was everybody. It was like a really big deal at Sundance like a couple of years ago, and then everybody like Sony dropped it, and it was like, okay, it's never gonna fucking come out. And now he's had like this resurgence, and they're like, okay, we're gonna put the movie out, and now here we are again,
Right. So
discussing.
We'll see what happens. I mean, the good thing is if the public does not care, then it's over. Like he's able to finally move on and not have this thing hanging behind it, because he may have known that audio was there the whole time and be constantly afraid of when it's going to get released. And I'm not trying to cape for Jonathan Majors. Again, whatever he did, he should have accountability.
That's the scariest part about all of it, is that the public could not care about a domestic violence incident against women.
Right. Exactly, and that's actually the problem. Like, he should be held accountable. He should whatever. But it seems to me he has been held accountable.
Yeah.
When y'all do that, what's wrong with y'all? Us.
Why you being sarcastic?
I'm not. That's the scariest part, is that the public could potentially not care about something like that. So it is our job to keep it always at the forefront of things.
Yo, listen, the Jonathan Major shit, man.
Right? I see the growth.
You know, listen, let that nigga get back what he needs to get back, man. What he was charged with is like, unintentional. What was it again, man? Like,
willfully obtuse?
Mel ain't helping you. It's still up to you. She ain't fucking with you this episode.
She fucking with me. She cool.
That made you to beyond the limit.
No, but that was to you, nigga. But I'm a cheers.
We didn't read it like that.
It doesn't matter who it was to. It's still inappropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play inappropriate jokes.
Yeah, but if somebody lost a parent and had to deal with that very thing, I mean, you can see how that would be a trigger point.
Understood, but I'm not thinking in real time about math.
That's what makes it inconsiderate.
Yeah, I am
inconsiderate.
I am an inconsiderate person.
Yeah, but I said that's why somebody would be
And what
tight.
about you?
Okay, let's.
No, hold on. Let me get at him. What
Me?
about you? Yeah.
I'm sure I am too. I would apologize too, but I would understand why somebody would be tight with me.
Yeah, but you still do inconsiderate shit. You
This is
inconsiderate
the
to your
immature
coworkers.
cast in the world.
Come on, Mo. Yeah, but that's all right. So you should understand it and extend grace. Like, flip at me, especially if I say, yo, I'm just my fault.
Yeah, I thought that was a great apology,
And I didn't double down on it because obviously I know it's sensitive.
and I thought that was a great apology, man. That was
One of the best I ever heard.
Seriously,
It was.
And fuck you guys.
It was sincere. It was from the heart.
it was beautiful.
It's true.
Yeah,
accepted accountability.
That was wonderful.
You just messed up by saying if, but you know.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fine.
if was the fifth, we all be drunk. Yeah.
That was good.
Wow. Way to close it out.
Man, what a pod. Come on. What a pod. What a pod, you guys.
That's what I'm talking about. And a high note. Right up there.
Oh, okay. Holy shit.
Sleepers.
This gotta suck for Michael B. Jordan. He was just getting cool with him again.
You gotta take down the pictures again.
He was just like, all right, I will work.
All right, we
with
back.
him. I will work with him soon too.
More shit
Yeah,
drop.
Rolling Stone drop that shit. Oh fuck!
Change my number again.
But it was,
Right.
If I'm telling you that I aggressed you, don't fucking highlight what is in
What the aggressive
Yeah, that was crazy.
action was.
I thought she was right. You gotta do that shit.
when did he have this conversation with her? Right after the situation?
I don't have the. It was soon after, but I don't have the exact date or timetable,
I
like how far after. But yeah, I mean, because sometimes saying I aggress allows you to gloss over what you actually did.
Got it.
Because language matters.
Yeah.
So, and he's used those
I
words
understand.
specifically.
And behavior is real important in those incidents. Seriously, like.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
All right, I'm done, and I feel better.
That's a really bad.
That's important. Yeah. That's important.
You guys,
Happy we could bring a little joy
You guys
to
did
it.
it.
Word.
You guys did it. Thanks.
If nothing else, we made Joe's day better.
That's right.
That's a fact.
See, the brain is different, bro.
All right, I gotta sleep.
What had they been sleeping?